What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ohrion Bleghcast. That is the name now.
Bleghcast.
The Bleghcast.
That's amazing.
Oh, do you like it?
Wow.
I just kind of came
it.
up with it like a couple days ago, and I asked everybody in my Discord, I'm like, what do you think of this? I'm like, it's either like the Ohrion podcast. I was going to go with BLEGH NATION podcast, but like, I didn't want to put those videos up on my other channel. So I'm like, the Ohrion Bleghcast, and everybody seemed to like it. So yeah, I got like the little logos and stuff set up now. It's got to somehow figure out how to put this stuff up on, what's it called? Like Spotify and Apple and all that stuff, but it's on the way. So I've been having a lot of fun with this, but dude, welcome. You go by the name of Wavvelengths on YouTube. Do you have an actual name?
Yeah. My name is Adrian, but a lot of people just call me Wave.
Wave.
Like the short version of Wavelengths.
Hell yeah. Man, that's probably what I would call you anyway. If we ever met up at a show, I'd be like, yo, Wave, what up, man?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, but yet very artistic as well. I love how you spell it with the two V's. Mad respect into that because of just how I am with being creativity and stuff. And that's one of the big things why I wanted to chat with you today and just kind of get you on the channel, pick your brain about some stuff, because I think you are like up and coming in this reaction world, especially with the quality of videos that you have. I mean, the first video that I saw with you, no, you're welcome, dude. Like I'm inspired by you. And like, I know you only have like 3,000, like almost 3,000, not even 3,000 subscribers. But the first video that I saw with you was with the phase 1 video that they did with Polaris. And I watched this video. Someone put it in my Discord and they're like, yo, check out this guy. He's got some cool videos. And I looked at it. I'm like, motherfucker's coming for me. I'm like, he's going to take me out of the reaction game. But no, I have like mad respect to it because I thought it was amazing. Your edits were so fun with it. Your commentary and everything was just a blast to listen to as well. So I mean, you got almost 3,000 subscribers. That was the first video that I saw, and I kind of trickled into a couple more just to keep an eye on you to see what you were up to. But your edits are exactly what I love seeing in the reaction scene. So, yeah, tell us, what kind of got you into reactions here, man? I'm so pumped to have you on here today.
Well, I'm glad to be here, first of all. I don't know. I think a lot of the reactions that I started watching before I actually started doing reactions were just like, there was a few instances where I was like, oh, this channel is super dope. I love how they're talking about the band. I want to do stuff like that. It seems just fun to just listen to music. And there were others that were like, this is I could do better. I could do better than this.
Right.
It was a little like egotistical, I guess, but like, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to get in there and have some fun with it.
Hell yeah. Dude, I think I can relate to you in the same way. I mean, like, I love editing. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen a couple of my videos as well, but like, and that's why I fell in love with your videos. But like, just having the creativity to like take reactions up to the next level, I find was just a lot of fun for me, at least. Like, I mean, I'm sure it was for you as well. But I think I kind of was like that at first too. You know, like like I can have a lot more fun. Like these, like, no offense to everybody that puts the box in the corner and. I love them because honestly, some days I fucking hate editing and I'm like, man, I wish I could just throw that up and everybody would be okay with it, which they probably would. But I just think it's so fun to do. And again, I can't say this enough. I'll probably say it so many times. I feel like I'm going to have to edit this in like both of our ways of like editing just to like keep this to
This is going to be the most elaborate podcast episode that you've done so far.
Yeah, it's gonna be like pan to one side, pan to the other side. We'll have like talking emotes along the way. Like I think I saw yours as well. Like you had like I just trying to figure out like kind of like, I mean, I figured out how you did it with the talking bird and you just kind of made it talk with you on your shoulder. I can't remember what video it was. I'm like, man, this guy's
the Plot and You reaction.
I think that's what it was, which was a fantastic one. And I think you did that during the Halloween season. And I think you had like a murder scene in the beginning of it.
It was, that was a spooky week.
Spooky week,
make it as scary as possible.
Dude, I thought it was so cool. Like, what is your process like with this? Like, do you think of these things before going into the videos, or like, you don't have to give away all your secrets, but
I don't mind it. It's fun. I like spreading all this info because I find all of the information that I learn on YouTube. Like it's all there. So might as well help other people that are trying to get into the scene too. I mean, my process for making videos is a little chaotic. I don't really have a plan going into it. I literally press record and then I start thinking. I'm like, okay, what do we do? And then usually that comes with like the most cursed type of intros that I can imagine, which I guess is like what makes the channel what it is.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. And freaking Halloween was coming up. I like scaring people. And it gave me a chance to really like try out some cool editing stuff because that's one of the biggest reasons why I like doing this channel, because I want to be as creative as possible. And even though I may not be like the most like intricate person when it comes to like music theory or anything music related, and I'm like, I can't construct my words that amazingly.
Yeah,
so I
same,
just
dude.
use the edits to just elevate the content.
Dude, I love the way you think on that. I feel like that was like myself at the beginning as well. I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I love music. I played in a couple bands here and there, but I'm like, I don't know what 4/10 bar and what pattern this does. I mean, I know the terms gravity blast and bass drops, and that's about it. But
you
like,
pick up along some lingo along the way.
you definitely do. And I think that's why I like watching other reaction channels too, especially like Nick Nocturnal. I think I can, I like watching the ends of his videos just for the more terminology of things. I'm like, oh, so that's what you call that woo woo thing that I named. And yeah, so it definitely helps and levels up my game in that way. But yeah, just
get that.
Expressing your way through with the edits, which I think is a lot of fun. And it's really cool that you're doing that too, because I think it is definitely the way of just the way content is going right now. I mean, even short form content, I think I have a lot more fun editing my TikToks and like YouTube shorts. And just because it's just like, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because the views that I might get, and I probably get that satisfaction, whatever the fucking word. I was satisfied. Yeah, that word. That satisfaction of like, you know, my hard work actually paid off, and there's like 40,000 to like 100,000 that have watched that video that really appreciate it. And I feel that was the catch. But like sometimes when it's like, I'm surprised yours hasn't taken off, because you actually do a lot in the beginning of your video for the first like 30 seconds of a hook. And that's what really brought me into it. So yeah,
I think that's
go ahead.
That's like the biggest like, I don't know, mental factor for where I'm at right now on the channel. Like it's been growing like consistently for about a year now, and it's like I'm super happy with the growth, and like the community that we have on here is like so positive.
Good.
It's just like sometimes I put like 6 hours into an edit and then it gets like 100 views, and I'm just like, oh,
bro,
the pain.
I know, and it sucks. I hate that for you, because there's a lot of your videos. I'm like, man, this kit should be blown up. Like, I don't know. But I thought that the same way with my content too. I'm like, I poured a lot of time and effort into these videos, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Like, nobody liked my edits. Like, nobody likes the work and time that I put into it. So I can totally agree to that. And it does get better, man. I promise you. Just stick it out. Because I love it, first off. But I
mean, I get comments every now and then. They're like, oh, your edits are so good. I don't know why you haven't blown up yet. And I'm just like, I get that a lot, and I appreciate the compliments. And I'm just like, I'm just waiting for it to happen. I know it's gonna most likely happen eventually, so I'm just enjoying the ride at this point. I'm just having fun with it.
That's good. I think that's the best mentality to come into this kind of thing. And like, I know I've been at this for almost 3 years now, and every video is just like, I try to one up, and it can get very exhausting. So like, even for someone for your size and doing this for a year, like it takes a bit, but man, you're having fun with it, and I think that's definitely what comes down to it. And just doing it for yourself, really. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, we don't make a lot of money off this, as you probably already know. And yeah, the support when you see that in the comments is so cool, man. So how long you been doing the reaction game for? Have you been on YouTube before, or is this the reactions kind of new?
I started I started the channel like 3 years ago,
Okay.
and I wasn't consistent with it, and I'm still not super consistent now, but I'm like, uploading weekly at least. So that's, there's a big shift. And I just started off on like a really cheap Surface Pro. It wasn't even like a laptop I was recording, and it was just the worst.
What is a Surface Pro?
It's like a it's like a tablet that's not a tablet. It's like a tablet that's a computer.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got it because I do digital art and stuff like that, and I like to draw. And but I started doing the YouTube stuff, and I was like, okay, let me get Premiere Pro free trial, see if it works. And the first video that I uploaded got like 300 views, and I was like, there's no way, there's no way that's real. It was like it was like the new Slipknot song that came out, like for the
Oh,
I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but it was a while ago. And people were watching it, and I was like, this is cool. People are actually paying attention, so I'm gonna keep going. And then I just never stopped.
Hell yeah.
So
that's what I like to hear,
it was
man.
pretty cool.
So you used to draw and stuff? Like, did you go to art school or anything for that kind of stuff? Or like you just pick it up on your own?
Now, with most of the stuff that I do, I'm mainly self-taught.
Nice. That's what I like to hear, man. I've always been
Yeah.
a self-taught person as well, like
Nice.
graphic design, YouTube tutorials on everything, including video editing and stuff. But yeah, I used
YouTube
to.
is a gold mine.
Oh, it definitely, dude. It's the university for us people that don't want to pay for school. I mean, I never went to
Yeah.
college. I barely made it out of high school, and YouTube was my best friend for that kind of stuff. Like I ran a print company where I did all my designs and stuff like that. But I actually started off with just like doing flyers for local shows that I put on when I was like 16 years old. So like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so I kind of had that little bit of a background of that, and then just kind of picked up with photography and this and that, did band photos, got to do live shows. I kind of used that as a gateway to get into free shows at that point. I was like, protest the hero, yo, I'm in your area. Can I get a free media pass and I'll take some photos?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see my favorite bands and take some badass photos. So it was great in that sense. But that's pretty cool, man. So do you do anything else? Like, I think right before we jumped on, you said you went to a video camp or something, or a film camp?
Oh yeah, I mean, I took like a film summer course like a year or two ago.
That's
pretty fun.
cool. Tell us about that. What
Yeah.
is that like? I couldn't imagine what that would be like.
I mean, I've been like a huge film nerd for a majority of my life. I actually wanted to like go into to college for like film production and all that type of stuff, but um pandemic hit, and like we were stuck at home for a long time, and that's when I started to focus a lot on music and the channel too. So like my shift like just went full send into like the whole music side of things, which is like when I started the Wave of Discord, my metalcore band and all that type of stuff. And so there was a huge shift, but I like to keep a lot of the stuff that I learned from like film school and all that stuff in my content too, because like obviously I've learned editing fairly well. I have a pretty nice camera. Like I don't know, I want to stand out in my way, I guess.
Hell
If that
yeah.
makes sense.
I think it totally makes sense. It's basically an artwork all in the same time, man. Like I'm the same way. Like even before this, I kind of did like a little bit of like Twitch stuff with my ex, and I still had all my shit. So I'm like, fuck. At first I tried starting to do the vlog. I'm like a big Casey Neistat guy. So like I love the vlogging aspect. So I'm like, the first one that I did a what was it? I went skydiving. So I made a vlog out of it, bought like my wide angle lens for it. And I'm like
You went skydiving?
oh yeah. Oh, it was fucking awesome. Yeah. I paid for the video, the GoPro footage and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta make a vlog out of this. It was my 30th birthday. I'm an old fart, so yeah. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we're going. And I just got out of like a like an 8-year relationship, married for like 2 months, caught her cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care if I hit the ground. Like, I was just at that state of like, yo, we're going skydiving. So, yeah, it was a great time. And I just love the B-roll footage and stuff. Like, I just had a lot of fun with it. So that's kind of what got me into the whole film stuff. So it's pretty neat that you took a little bit more of a classing. So is it still going on, or like you have to go back and finish? Or
no, that was like a 2-week long thing.
Oh, okay. So at least you got your money's worth, and it's not like they ripped you off or something.
No, it was pretty fun. Yeah, I had fun.
So what kind of
some cool people?
Oh, that's good. Good connections too.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, they're all into film and stuff, so like we still keep in touch. But
that's good. So
that's where I met the Canadian friend, where we talked about the Took.
Oh yeah, I wasn't recording at that time. I asked Wavelength over here if what did I say? I was like my toque gotten away, and he was telling us a story. I don't know if you want to tell it again, but he didn't know what a toque was until film school.
Yeah, I didn't know what a toque was, and I found out that it was a beanie.
A beanie.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Oh yeah, the Canadian words for like Americans sometimes are pretty fun too. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in Mexico, but I've lived in SoCal for my whole life.
Right on. Hell yeah. I guess you like it there, right?
It's all right. I don't mind it. I wish it was colder. I like cold weather.
Oh man, it was snowing out today. Yeah,
lucky.
We got a couple like snowflakes today. I mean, it's a little late actually. Usually we start getting it in October, but yeah, it's coming a little late, and it'll get fucking cold. I'm in Toronto, so it's just it gets fucking cold, man. We got our ice skates on, and you see the mooses walking around. I'm kidding. That actually doesn't really happen in our area, but people assume. Man, I can't remember what it was. We actually there was like a TV show, and it was like somebody like interviewing people, or like just going up to people on the street, and they're like, do you believe that, Canadians are living in igloos and stuff like that? And half these people, I kid you not, were like,
no way.
Yeah, they were so gullible. And like, yeah, they're riding on their mooses to their Tim Hortons. And
Tim Hortons. I've actually had Tim Hortons. It's pretty good.
Oh, right on. Yeah, they're starting to go into the States and stuff more often. More closer to the border, like Buffalo and Detroit area. But that's fucking sick. I mean, I don't drink coffee, so...
I went for the donuts, not gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
Donuts are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I guess that's your equivalent to Tim Hortons.
I'd
to
say
a
so,
degree.
yeah.
So what kind of inspired you to do reactions, man?
I
don't know if I asked it. You kind of answered it, but...
Yeah, I mean, watching Nick Nocturnal, I think there's a few others that I started watching a lot before I got in. But, I mean, Nick was just... He's the one that I always watched.
Nice.
And obviously he's like one of the biggest in the scene. So it's like just watching him talk about the like music theory and all that type of stuff, and like seeing how he evolved with like his band Termina, and just like how consistent he was with the guitar covers.
He's a
like
beast.
On the day or the day after, he just had the entire guitar. It was mind blowing. And I wanted to do stuff like that. So I was just like, yeah, freaking go for it.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. He's a beast. And I love his channel as well. And I think he was one of the first ones too that kind of got me into this, and was like, I don't know, it was just funny. The entertainment side of things were kind of more relatable. I don't even think he was really doing the zoom-ins or anything that much until like his production kind of picked up, which I'm kind of glad. And I mean, I like things moving on a screen instead of just a head bobbing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's either that or, you pause and talk about it and stuff, which is okay too. And I think you do that a little bit as well, but you do it in the right places. It's not like doesn't look like you're pausing it to monetize, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I usually just...
Go ahead.
I usually just pause it when like I think of something cool that I want to say. Because like sometimes I talk. This happens a few times when I react to stuff. I talk and then I miss like a really cool moment, and I'm just like, frick, I was talking and I missed it. So now I just pause it and I'm just like, okay, let's go back into the song when I'm done.
Yeah, no, it's good that you do that, and it's not like it's overkill on it. You probably do it maybe twice, 3 times in the middle of it, but like even that, like I think that's fair. I think a lot of people appreciate it as well, and I think it's something I can learn to do a little bit too, because I'll be like, oh fuck, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, a BLEGH just comes out. I'm like, oh, there goes my opportunity to react.
Yeah.
Especially on the live streams, it kind of sucks on that. What do I got here? I got a bunch of questions here. I was trying to flow that and it was not flowing. But
shoot them over.
Yeah, shoot them over. I guess the next one I kind of have for you is like, I guess what are you watching right now and paying attention to, like, kind of get you more inspired to do things? I mean, like, we all have our favorite YouTubers. I mean, like Nick Nocturnal and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But like, is there anything outside of reactions that kind of like inspires you to do things? Like maybe Casey Neistat's, Mr. Beast kind of thing. Like, is there stuff out there that kind of like inspires you to do something?
I don't think I have the budget for Mr. Beast type of content.
Yeah, and we don't get enough ad revenue to dump back into the next video.
Definitely not.
Come on, you can listen to Baby Shark for 24 hours and just film yourself doing it.
You know what? That's going to be my next video.
I've thought about that, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that for 24 hours.
24 hours? That's insane. No,
yeah.
He's a legend for that.
He is.
No, but I grew up on YouTube pretty much. So I watched a lot of like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like that side of YouTube, the gaming side of YouTube. And I still do to this day. And the edits that they have for that content is just like so quick. It's like all over the place. And I think that's another big inspiration I have for like the editing style that I have. Because I don't watch much reactions. Obviously I've watched some of your videos. I watched Nick Nocturnal and like Metal Burb, like those type of content. But it's mainly like that side of YouTube that like that quick paced editing that I'm like, oh, they did something cool there with like a transition. I'm gonna try that in like my stuff.
Hell yeah. No, I love it. I totally agree. And yeah, even like Mr. Beast, I think he has like 20 different fucking channels, but it's insane. Yeah. But like he has like the reaction channels, and I've tried to like kind of pick up on that, and it's like boom, 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 like one edit to the next, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot. But it kind of makes sense just because of the way that the world is turning right now with everything on TikTok, and it's like our attention span is just diving down. I think people are actually saying like our attention span is like less than a goldfish right now. It's insane, man.
Yeah, I've read that somewhere too.
Man, so like on a typical video, like how long does it take you to edit? I think you said something around like 6 hours. You might have pulled into it too long.
Too long.
Oh no.
Way too long. I get overly ambitious with my edits. And I spend way too much time on stuff that people probably wouldn't even care about. Yeah. But roughly, like, if I really, really focus, which hardly ever happens, I finish in like 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But if I'm like procrastinating, which is almost every time, if I'm like focused on like a really intense like intro, which I do not that often, but when it happens, it takes a minute. I usually go to like 4 or 5 hours.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, like, I feel like now, because like the bigger metalcore songs aren't dropping that fast anymore, I feel like the last 2 weeks we've had like a little bit of a break, which has been nice. And this just came right at the right time with the podcast and that. I'm like, I finally get to just chill, do a couple videos here and there, and just kind of get things flowing on my end, and like do some things that I actually wanted to do, which is like just talk to like cool upcoming creators like yourself, and just bigger people as well, and just talk to some bands. I mean, I know everyone's kind of back on tour and stuff like that, but I just think it's a lot of fun to just pick their brains about like what's going on. And I think I had that quick chance with Mikey from Gleam in the Corner. I'm like, okay, cool. So like let's roll with this. Like, let's just kind of go with it. So it went very well. I had a lot of fun with it. So like these reactions that you're doing, what's your favorite one so far that you've edited?
That I've edited?
edited or even
Or
just like enjoyed the song. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
oh,
I feel like
like
edit better when I'm like more engaged with the song. I'm like, man, this song
that's
is
true.
so good. I'm like, I'm gonna put this little edit here. Like, I take more time to just tweak shit.
I mean, the one that I can think of recently, the Invent Animate one was really fun.
Okay,
I had a lot of fun with that
is
one.
that the one you
But
drew on the whiteboard there? I think
was it? Yes.
I think
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
Yeah,
It
I
was.
just like turns
Yeah.
around. Hi. I'm like,
Yeah.
this kid's brilliant.
Yeah, that one was fun. I like the Make Them Suffer track was so much fun to do as well.
Yeah, that one's a good one. That one did
I
pretty
don't
well
know.
too. I think what you have over that. I don't have your
I
stats or
had
anything. I think you had like over 1,000 views on that, right?
right now it's at like 2.1K.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. There you
So I
go.
mean, that's pretty good. Every now and then I get a video that boosts past the like thousands. I'm like, yes, finally.
Yes, it's that threshold.
Yeah, that's the threshold. Because once it passes that, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the algorithm is just like, oh, okay, people are watching this. I'm gonna just recommend it more, and they just like I don't know, pick it up on it.
Yeah.
But the Silent Planet reaction that I did was a lot of fun to edit. I think that was out of like the recent couple months, that one was like the most fun.
Oh, the
I just love
newest
Silent
single I
Planet.
think they had. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, Signal.
Signal, yeah, that's what it was. That was a lot of
Yeah,
fun too. I think I did it on Twitch, and I'm like, I put some different edits in there too. I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
we got to go ham with this one. That was a fun one. And you
yeah.
have a
That's fun.
Silent Planet hat on, I see. So I take it you're a big fan.
Yeah, yeah, they're really cool dudes. I think musically, they're one of my biggest inspirations with like the stuff that I do. So
Oh, right on, man. So yeah, you're in two bands, right? You're in Forget Tomorrow, and then the other one is Wave of Discord.
yeah,
When I looked at
yeah.
your profile, no offense, I'm like, I thought that was just the name of your Discord there because you go by Wavelengths on YouTube.
We're trying to start like a Discord for the Patreon,
Hell
and we're
yeah.
thinking of Wave of Discord's Discord server.
It's a lot of
So
discording.
yeah, it's Discord was supposed to be like the whole name of the band was supposed to be like a wave of emotions through conflict, and like between one another, because discourse obviously that's like the word that it's like going for. And when I first started, I started by myself. Like when the first EP and the only stuff that for that band that's out right now is just it's all me. Like it was just pandemic. I was just like feeling it. I went through a breakup that was pretty nasty, and I was just like, I'm just gonna write everything down because I started going to therapy, and I was just like, this is. She was telling me that there was an outlet, like you can use music as an outlet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start writing, and then didn't know how much I actually had like in my system that I wanted to get out, and so I wrote the EP to just like get
Vent in a
that in
way.
like a bookend story where it's just like this is it. This is all the things that I was dealing with, and it's there. I'm moving on. That's it.
Wow, that's fucking cool, man. I mean, I feel like a lot of our stuff, and like, I mean, I've written a little bit of like music and that, and like a lot of it comes from the
Really?
breakups. And this is like I was like 16 years old. How old are you, if you
Oh.
don't mind me asking?
I am 23.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're still young,
Yeah.
lad, man. Like I think I was like
Yeah.
21 when I kind of stopped playing bands. But like just the grind and everything just kind of got in the way of that. Had a house and just kind of like went business mode. And that's why I kind of got into reactions. I'm like, man, I need to catch up on music. So this will be kind of a fun way
Yeah.
to do it. And yeah, and I had nothing else to do at the time. So,
Yeah.
but that's cool, dude. It's therapy. I mean, music, even just listening to it alone is therapy in itself. Just the emotions that I feel. I feel like my go-to album when I went through my divorce was Wage War, Dead Weight, which my girlfriend now put me through that. Oh, you too?
It's framed and signed right there. Like, let me bring it up.
Oh, no. Don't show me that. It's signed and everything? Oh, that's fucking cool, dude. Wow. I've always wondered, I'm like, what is in the background of there? I'm like, I saw a couple of records And I'm like, damn. I'm like, now that I see it, now I'm not posting this podcast up. No, that's
Yeah,
dope, dude.
I just put up random vinyls up there every now and then.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
I wish I could actually collect them. Like, I don't listen to vinyl. We don't have the space for it. But if we had another house, we definitely would do that. But yeah, what other vinyls you got on there now then? Or do you have some cool ones that are signed?
oof. I have quite a few that are signed. There's a Silent Planet one here that's signed.
Nice.
Got Movements here. Right now I put like more pop punk stuff on the wall, but I have like um, Stick to Your Guns signed. Their fourth album, I believe. A lot of Silent Planet, obviously, because it's freaking yeah. Some Wage War, Beartooth. Can't think off the top of my head. They're right here. I have a box, but I don't want to like.
No worries, dude. No, that's cool. What's your favorite concert that you've been to then?
Wage War, actually.
Yeah, what tour?
It was the day. It was a Chain Reaction show. I don't know if you know the venue. It's like a really iconic, very very small venue here in SoCal, and all along the walls they have like T-shirts of bands that have played there, and Wage War was playing there, and the day that they played there, they dropped Deadweight. And so like the night before I listened to the whole thing, it was so good. And just the energy that night was like so insane. It was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite one.
Wow, that's fucking cool. Yeah, I'm like Wage War is probably one of my favorite bands, so it's cool that you're talking about this in the stories. The Wage War show that we went to, and it's the first and only one so far, but it was before the pandemic, and I met my girlfriend, was falling in love with Wage War. They just released a Pressure album, so they went on that whole tour with that, and they were with Polaris. They were.
I went to that one, yeah.
Oh, did you? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Polaris fucking. I didn't even like Polaris at the time. So
I knew of Polaris, but I wasn't like a mega fan. But they killed it on stage.
Oh, they did. Yeah, and then like Moss of Flames, I think were on there too. I think I've seen them like 3 or 4 fucking times. And
Same here,
Dayseeker was on. No, who else was on that one? Now I'm trying to think. My girlfriend would slap me if I forgot this.
I don't remember.
No, I don't either. I can't remember who opened for him. Was it? No, it wasn't Gideon. That was Prada. Anyway, we'll probably hurt ourselves thinking about this. But yeah, Polaris and Wage War. And then I remember like the week before I tried to just binge Polaris just to see if I would like them, and that was the Mortal Coil album. And I couldn't get into it. And then yeah, it's a great album now. But I got into Polaris more for Hypermania. That's just when it took off. So I got to see
top tier.
Yeah, that album is still one of my go-tos as well. But even Deadweight is still like I'll go shower and I'll just put that whole album on just to listen to it. And I mean the new Wage War album was really good. I really did like it. Not gonna lie, I wanted all the bluffs and stuff, but like, dude, Cody is such an amazing writer. It's insane, dude.
Yeah. What was your favorite track on the album?
Fuck.
The same one.
It's their most heaviest one. That sounds like After the Burial.
Death Roll?
Yeah, I think that one's probably my favorite one off of that. But like Manic is still just like grained in my head. So
that one's a good one. I think Manic and Relapse are my top for that.
Yeah, that whole album. I remember it was before, like, it's, you know, when you listen to music and like you just have this memory of like what you were doing at that time. I think that's such the coolest thing. I just remember like I listened to like a lot of old Taken Back Sunday. So like I remember just driving to Florida, listening to that on repeat for 23 hours down to Florida.
Yeah.
So that's with me and Wage War, and that album was like we went camping that weekend.
I think that's the cool part about like just like having the reaction channels too, because for me, I forget a lot of stuff. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. So like it's cool to go back to older stuff and see how I reacted to just songs that I'm so fond of now and that I have like such great memories with, and like you just look back and see my first time listening to it, and it's just like a nice little time capsule, you know?
It really is kind of like a cool legacy too, for like if you do ever have kids, it's like they can watch your experience and like kind of know who their dad is, kind of thing. I thought about that as well, which I thought was pretty neat. But then I think back, I'm like, okay, my Motionless in White slaughterhouse reaction, I'm jamming hot dogs in my mouth, and I'm like, fuck.
I love going to your channel and seeing that thumbnail just pop up every single time. I'm just like, wow.
It's so bad. Did you ever hear about the hot dog guy story with Chris Motionless?
Yeah. I saw your post on Instagram.
It's so funny. Actually, they're coming through Toronto this Saturday. So Chris actually told me when I release a bunch of those videos, he's like, because I saw when they released a tour, I'm like, oh, Toronto. I sent like the eyes, and I'm like, yo, I got to go to the show to see what's up. And he's like, don't worry about it. Like, well, I'm like, I'll hook you up. Don't worry about it. Just let me know 2 days before, I'll get you on the list. And I'm like, fuck, that is so fucking badass. So
that's awesome.
It's pretty neat. I told him, like, man, what like black hat do you want? Because he mentioned it, and he still hasn't gotten back to me for it. So I'm gonna have to like ship it out to him. I'm like, I just want you to wear the black hat, man. I'll buy a Black Energy shirt. I don't care. No, it's a lot of fun.
I like the merch, by the way, the black merch.
Oh, thank you, man. No,
I like it. It's simple, you know, like it's just blech.
It's just blech. Nice. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I did a podcast with Johnny from The Browning. I'm still waiting for that to come out. I don't know what's going on with that yet, but we talked about it as well. He's like, so what's with the blech shit? He's like, do you ever take it off?
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, it's rolled ever since, and I don't know if you know the whole story about it, and I think I've said it a million times, but like, it's just, I love the O's, and I think that's kind of what brought me into like the whole blechs and, you know, call outs before a breakdown. But then my girlfriend and I just started feeding songs to each other when we first started talking of like, you know, Wage War and then Architects, and like finding new blech songs with each other, and just whatever comes up. So when I started doing reactions, I kind of made the first blech hat, and it kind of took off, and then it came a thing of like the Monday Blessed instead of like the Monday Blues saying. So yeah, it's like the Monday Bless. It's like nobody likes the Mondays, and it's just blah.
Right.
So
I like that.
Yeah, I kind of stopped doing it just because I tried to get more and more videos out, and the pandemic just started going fucking nuts with it. So I didn't have time to do much. But then I started like the BLEGH NATION channel. So yeah, it just blew up into what it was, and everyone absolutely loves it. So I'm very thankful for sure. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I definitely got the idea from, I don't know if you know the channel Truant or Trant, if you remember that one. He's not a YouTube. Oh, yeah, he's not there anymore. He doesn't do any reactions.
I totally forgot that he existed. And I remember watching, he was the first reaction channel that I watched before, like Nick and all that.
Yeah, he is like one of the originals, and nobody knows what happened to him. We got to do like a mystery case on him. Like, nobody knows what happened.
He just went AWOL.
Yeah, it's nuts. But like, I saw one of his hats, and I guess he had like the black and then Truant underneath it, and it was just like a screen print hat. And I'm like, okay, he's not here anymore. Like, I'll just start making him as well.
Carry on the legacy.
Yeah, so he definitely does have a little bit of a name behind it too, but it just took off in its own way, and it's insane. So I'm glad you like it, man. I should definitely fucking send you one if you want one.
I'll support. I'll buy one.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm glad we kind of rolled off with that, because I didn't have too many questions left. But another one is like, I mean, I already know probably one of these, but like, what's your top 3 metalcore bands right now? I mean, like Silent Planet's got to be one, and Wage Wars.
Silent Planet's for sure, for sure. Wage Wars just always has a special place in my heart.
Right.
But I think the ones that I have on repeat a lot now are Alpha Wolf. Is just, they're relentless. So I've been listening to them a lot. Avoid, I don't know if you know of them.
Yep. Yeah, I actually did a TikTok on them not too long ago, and the singer from Avoid, I think they were touring with Fit for a King, and he let out these nasty blasts during God of Fire.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it kind of went a little wild on fucking TikTok as well. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. TikTok is insane, man. I'm not I'll stress this enough. Just keep going with TikTok and shorts.
I definitely need to up my game on TikTok.
Yeah, you never know when something's gonna strike. Like, I just had a video in the last 5 days hit 4 million views on a band that's not even existed anymore.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
insane.
know what to do. I'm like, this happened over the weekend, and I just posted it at like 10 o'clock at night. You know, it had like maybe 2,000 views before, the first like 30 minutes, and then maybe an hour went by, it's got 10,000 views. I'm like, holy shit, okay, whatever. Went to bed, woke up, it's got 500,000. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is taking off.
It's still going.
Oh, and that was just the first day. I think the first day, it hit a mil 0.3 after like the 24-hour mark. I was keeping track. I'm like, oh, this is insane. I'm like, I wonder how high this is going to go. I'm like, maybe 1.5 at max. And then it just kept going, and it's at like 4.1 probably now. I don't actually know, but it's insane. Keep doing TikTok, man. I'm telling you, just stay consistent with it. Yeah, it's at 4.1 right now. Oh, it just blows my mind apart, and you never know. You never know. So what's your favorite single so far?
My favorite singer?
Single, sorry. Yeah.
Single? Oh,
what's on repeat for you?
Let me go to my recently played. I guess I've been jamming the new Event Animate track a lot.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's so good. That and the I guess it's not really a single, but I've been listening to the new Fit for King album like on repeat. Like,
I had it on a
the
couple
thing
times.
I've been listening to the most.
Yeah, that's really good. I think the Fit for a King has been on for me. Fuck, I don't even remember what's kind of out right now. I'm asking questions. Fuck, I don't even know my answers. I think Fit for a King is definitely on something for me right now. The Devil Wears Prada is definitely on repeat for me for albums right now. But the new...
I've never listened to Devil Wears.
What? Oh, dude, you just did Dayseeker, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, listen to the new Devil Wears Prada album. It's really good. You want to go through some feels and like some chunk. It's really fucking good.
I've heard great things. I don't know. I've never gotten around to it. I need to get on it.
I know that feeling, dude. But new Chelsea Grin was really good. I think the new Crystal Casket song, that was amazing. Wicked, probably my BLEGh of the year right there.
Crystal Casket?
Yeah, it's new. It just dropped this Friday. Their album dropped. And then the whole EP from oh my god, what is it? Abbey Falls. Do you know any Abbey Falls? They're a little bit of a smaller band. They're on Modern Empire, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa,
no, or Seek and Strike, cool. One or the other. I think they're on Seek and Strike. I could be wrong, but those are that's probably my EP of the year right now. And then metalcore album is Devil Wears Prada right now.
It's hard for me to get with like underground or like up and coming bands, or at least like bring them on the channel, because there's a lot of times when I'm like, I get emails. I'm sure you get this a lot. You get emails like, "Hey, we're this band from blah blah. Check out our new single, blah blah." But there were a few times where I did that and the videos got no views. So it's hard for me being like a smaller reaction channel and like seeing all these bands. They're just like, check out our music, and I'm like, I'm sorry, the videos won't do well. I don't know if I'm the best person you're talking to right now.
It's true though, and it sucks because, dude, I'm the same way. I'm like, I want to help these bands. I want to I know it's good when I listen to it, but it's like you have to clickbait the shit out of your videos just for people to even click. So yeah. I totally understand with that. Like, even I lose my mind sometimes when I'm like, okay, I have like almost 70,000 subscribers, and it's like, why did this video only get 500 views? And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, if you don't put keywords in there specifically, I'm sure you went algorithm hunting on YouTube on how to boost videos and that, but it's like, fans of Slipknot, I prevail, this and that. You're trying to throw everything in the algorithm, people to click, and it's like, I'm like, it's true clickbait, but people just won't click sometimes. I don't understand. I would love to figure it out. I just don't know.
It's tough. The algorithm gods are mischievous.
I think that's what's great with streams, though. Like doing Twitch streams, I don't know if you have time for that, or even, it's just cool where people like just come in and start, feeding you songs. That way you're able to check it out. And if there is something, and this is where like I could give you a little bit of advice, like if you want to help promote and do all that stuff, TikToks. Dude, the band that did 4 million views isn't even a band. It's a 5-year-old song that no one's ever heard. It had maybe 2,000 views on it when I reacted to it. And it just had a good Blegh. I had a great reaction. Went haywire. So that's definitely one way you can definitely do stuff like that if you wanted to. But yeah, just if you wanted to keep it in mind. I can't stress that enough to help like small and up and coming creators.
I definitely want to do more like streaming stuff in general too, because like on Twitch I do a lot of video game content. Like I play video games on Twitch, but when I stream on YouTube, we react to music, and a lot of the times even on Twitch they're just like, hey, listen to this band, and we check it out, and it's like a great time.
Hell yeah.
But if I make it into a video, it's not gonna perform well. It's just
I understand.
It's so sad.
I understand. You want it to too. It's crazy. So what kind of got you into metal music? I'll wrap it up with a couple more questions here, but I'm glad this made it out to about an hour long, because I love my videos just being an hour long. Just kind of get to know some people. But yeah, were you always into metal, or you kind of start with the pop punk?
I mean, I started with like the Paramore, the 21 Pilots, like those type of bands, but my ex was actually the one that kind of got me into it, which kind of sucks to have that like mental connection,
Dude, it's funny how you said Paramore, because like Paramore's dead to me because of my ex-wife.
I get that. I totally understand. No, but I was always like, I felt like I was on the precipice of the deep end. Like I listening to like 3 Days Grace, like the grunge alt rock type stuff, where there was like some screaming at times. I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I started listening to Slipknot, and that's when it was just like a huge deep dive. I started with like the mainstream songs, obviously, but then I started branching in, started looking into like Asking Alexandria, Avenged Sevenfold, like that era of metalcore, pretty much.
That's funny. I don't listen to any Avenged Sevenfold.
I can barely remember. The only reason I know of it is because of Guitar Hero. Like that was my biggest inspiration for playing guitar.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. That's different.
I mean, I grew up with that game, so like it was my little baby. I learned a lot of the music that I like now came from that game. And then there was a game called Rocksmith, which is like Guitar Hero with like your real guitar.
I've seen that before. I would love to try that.
That's how I started. Like that's how I learned guitar, and it was learning through video games, which is I guess been my whole life. Wow.
Which is legit like how the world is going right now.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool, man. For me it was just like punk rock shit, the Sum 41 kind of era, a little like Newfound Glory that had a little bit of the screaming in it and the older stuff, but that's really cool, dude. So like what is your what does your band sound like that? Like are you more of like the like typical metalcore? What do you play? Do you play, sing? I know you play guitar, but
I sing, I play guitar. Now that I have bandmates, that's kind of shifted. I have a drummer, bassist, guitarist, so like I'm mainly focusing on the singing aspect of things.
Right on.
But like it's good to like have bandmates too, because they also tell you if your ideas are like garbage or if they're good or not. So we've been just writing like crazy. The stuff we're writing now, it's a little bit like Silent Planet mixed with Fit for a King mixed with like, I guess vocally my vocal range sounds a lot like I'm in the higher range. So like bands like Stray from the Path, like Architects, like those
Okay,
type
yeah.
of,
The high fries kind of.
yeah.
That's all
Uh,
right.
so we're just like figuring out our sound, but just writing a lot. So we have stuff next year that we're for sure putting out.
Man, that's
I'll make sure to
exciting.
include a blech in there somewhere for you.
Oh, here he
You know?
goes. Man, I keep telling bands like that. I'm like, put a nasty black in it. It's like basically free marketing for you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He's going to come out with the most epic bleh of the year.
It's just gonna be like 30-second song is just all one long blech.
Dude, the interlude. Just get
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
bleh and just name it. The song's for Orion.
This song is for Orion. In parentheses,
Yeah.
please do a reaction.
And then make a video too. If you make a video and wear all the merch, like, bro.
All the merch decked out, head to toe.
I'm waiting for someone to do that. I'll shit. Like, I will literally shit on the floor on camera for it. Like, yeah, you want to see some fucked up content, Chad? No.
Now this is peak content.
Yeah, this will get views.
You'll get views or you'll get a strike.
One or the other. I mean, we got blur filters. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I mean, it can't be as bad. Like, I loved one of your videos I think I just watched recently before coming on today. Your intro, you just had your dog, what is it, a little Chihuahua thing?
Yeah, it's like a Chihuahua Yorkie mix.
Yeah, I think I might have had one just like that. I mean, like, it was quite a while ago. I was probably like 18 with an axe with it. But it's just funny. You just kind of plopped it on the chair and then made it explode. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this guy is just... No dogs were harmed in this video.
No dogs are harmed.
No,
Just want to make that very clear.
Yes. Oh, I had to do that too with, I think it was Lorna Shore. I think it was To the Hellfire. My dog was sitting beside me on the couch, and I just took my pillow and just... I should have made the explosion. That would have been fucking great. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, dude. I love what you're doing on here, and it's cool. I definitely need to check out your band because it sounds like it's a lot of fun, especially that Silent Planet vibe. And whoever's listening right now, please go down in the description and go give this guy a follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and go check out his band. Do we need to do some reactions on it? We probably will. He's like, wait, not yet.
Wait a second. Do reactions to the new stuff. The old stuff, like the old stuff, is precious to me because it was like important part of like what I was going through. But it was just our first. My brother is the one that helps me record everything, and it was our first time mixing, mastering like metal stuff. It's rough.
It's a different ball game and learning curve.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
huge
dude.
learning curve.
No, dude, I appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, everybody go subscribe to this guy. He's got some way better content than I do. I'm just going to say that, dude.
It's a lie.
It's not a lie. I honestly think like you will like be exploding real soon. And that's another reason why I wouldn't just bring somebody on here just for that. I think you have a lot of potential. I think you have a lot of drive, a lot of creativity, which obviously means a lot in the YouTube content world, as you know. But even just some like last advice from you. I know you just kind of started doing this YouTube stuff, but if there's anything that you could do differently, maybe to help somebody that's watching us right now that's a fresh YouTube starter here, but what would you do differently to kind of help grow your channel, or any kind of advice that you would give to somebody that's just starting out?
I mean, if I could do something differently, I'd probably tell myself that. Time management would be my biggest thing to like perfect, because I'm terrible at that. So if you can perfect your time management, have a schedule, record, edit to a specific time, and release consistently, that's ideal.
Oh yeah. I'm still bad for that.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with it where I'm like, I finish a video, I'm like, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I get so worked up. I'm like, I just wanted to go put it out, and I do it, and I'm like, I regret it too. I regret it right when I put it out, and I'm like, wake up in the morning, it's only got like 400 views, and I'm like, I should have waited.
Posting at like certain times of days is just, it affects the view rate. It's weird.
It is so weird. I mean, the analytics obviously speak for the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that, but like, I've even talked to like people like Alex Hefner, and they're like, fuck the algorithm, like just do what you're doing. And I'm like, but I have to obey the rules or else I don't get pushed out.
Yeah.
But it is tough, especially with TikTok. I mean, with the following that I have in that, it's not even based on it. Honestly, when you have followers on there, it just does not even fucking matter. I think it's like once you get past like 2 or 3 weeks of just being consistent, it's like either YouTube or TikTok or something like that will just see that, and then things will just start pushing out as long as people like the content, you're hooking them and everything. But it's certain times of the day that do it. And I kid you not, I posted one this morning and it had like in 3 hours like 600 views, and I'm like, I just had a viral video of 4 million. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
So it's definitely doesn't matter about your followers and stuff. If I could give any advice, just keep doing it. Yeah, time management is definitely one for sure. And just
have fun with it too.
Yeah. And I can see that with your channel. That's what I like about it. And I don't watch a lot of reaction channels. I'll just say that right now. If I like a song, I'll be like, I'll watch the big guys like Metal Burb and Tank and Nick Nocturnal to see what they think about it, and Hardcore. And then it's like, it's just you. I don't know why your stuff is just so unique and very relatable for me, where it's like, I want to see how this guy edit this video. And I'm like, it inspires me. So again, it shows that you don't need to be, 50,000 plus subscribers to have an impact on somebody. So, dude, I appreciate everything that you do, the hard work that you put into this, and the knowledge that you do as well. Your content's very good. And that's why I say I think your stuff is a lot better than mine, because at the end of my videos, I'm just like, yeah, I like that part. You know, it was a cool course. You just go into depth and like pause during the, I'm like, yeah, this guy's content's so good. He's going to surpass me one day, which I hope you do. I think you definitely deserve it, and it'll keep me on my toes as well. So,
well, thank you.
Hell yeah,
I appreciate the kind words.
No, it's appreciative. You deserve it for sure. So, guys, thank you so much. Go give this guy a subscribe, like this video, get this guy heard, and go check out some of his content, because he's got some really good stuff out there that is quality. It's not about quantity for this guy like sometimes it is for me. This guy has quality. So, dude, Waves, thank you so much. Any last words you got? I'll leave you. What kind of words of wisdoms you got today? Well, maybe I'll start that as a thing on this podcast.
Words of wisdom? Wow. I have wisdom?
Yeah.
Freaking, I don't know. This community, the metalcore community, which is a big reason why like a lot of reactors just do what we do, because like the music means a lot to a lot of us. And even though like the music itself, the bleghs, the breakdowns, like that's all fun. At the end of the day, like it's the connection that we have with each other that's the real important part.
Dude, that is
I'm just glad to be able to push that, continue that love.
Bro, I love that. That was the best part of this podcast that I took in. Because it's true. I mean, like, we're here today, like it's the connections I've already made as well with everybody in here, and people that are following us and that. So, dude, that is so true, and that's the words of wisdom today. Thank you so much for that, dude. Have a great rest of your day, Wave. Thank you so much, and until next time, toodaloo, motherfuckers. Toodaloo.
Buy the BLEGH merch.
You don't have to plug me in.
I will.